She texted, "Hey, I think we need some space." I was at a business trip. I replied, "Okay, got it." Then I made the change permanent. The moment she opened Facebook at her friend's party and saw the relationship update. "My name is Ryan, I'm 33, and I've always been the kind of guy who takes people at their word. If you say you need space, I give you space. If you say we're done, we're done. I don't chase, I don't beg, and I sure as hell don't play games." That philosophy served me well in my career as a software consultant, but it absolutely destroyed my relationship with Jessica. We'd been together for 2 years and 4 months, met through a mutual friend's wedding. She was a bridesmaid, I was a groomsman. Total cliché. Jessica was 29, worked in event planning, had this way of lighting up a room that made everyone gravitate toward her. For the first year, things were incredible. We traveled together, talked about moving in together, even looked at rings once when we were wine drunk on a Saturday afternoon. But around month 18, something shifted. She became distant. More nights out with her girlfriends, more "I'm tired" when I'd suggest dinner or a movie, more checking her phone and angling it away from me. I asked her about it twice. Both times she said I was being paranoid, that she just needed her independence, that I was being clingy. I backed off, gave her space, tried not to be that guy. 3 weeks ago, I flew to Denver for a 4-day client presentation, big project, potentially huge commission if we landed it. Jessica knew this. We'd talked about it for weeks. She'd seemed supportive, even drove me to the airport Monday morning, kissed me goodbye, told me to kill it out there. Tuesday evening, around 8 p.m. Mountain Time, I was in my hotel room reviewing slides for the next day's meeting when my phone buzzed. Jessica. "Hey, I think we need some space." I stared at that text for a solid minute. Not, "I miss you." Not, "How's Denver?" Just that. Clinical. Distant. Like she was canceling a subscription service. I typed back, "Okay, got it." Hit send. Set my phone down. Went back to my slides. Here's the thing. I wasn't being petty or trying to play it cool. I genuinely meant it. She wanted space. I'd give her space. Permanent space. Because in my experience, when someone says they need space while you're out of town, what they're really saying is they want to do something they can't do with you around. I couldn't sleep that night. Kept replaying the last few months in my head. The late responses to texts. The new workout routine that suddenly had her at the gym 5 nights a week. The way she'd started dressing up more for girls' nights than she ever did for our dates. The friend Megan who kept coming up in conversations. Megan thinks. Megan says. Megan invited me to this thing. Around 2 a.m., I opened Facebook. Our relationship status said, "In a relationship with Jessica Torres." I clicked edit, changed it to single. Confirmed. Closed the app. Finally, fell asleep. Wednesday morning, I crushed the presentation, landed the client, celebrated with my team over steak dinners that I couldn't even taste because my brain was still processing everything. I checked my phone periodically. Nothing from Jessica. Thursday afternoon, my phone exploded. 17 missed calls, 43 texts, 8 voicemails. The first text, sent at 11:47 p.m. Wednesday. "Ryan, what the fuck?" Then, "Are you seriously going to do this while I'm out with friends? This is so immature. You didn't even talk to me first. Everyone is asking me what happened. You humiliated me. Call me." I was in a taxi heading to the airport when I finally listened to the first voicemail. She was crying, angry crying, the kind where you can barely understand the words. "You embarrassed me in front of everyone, Ryan." Everyone. At Megan's party. I opened Facebook and saw it, and everyone saw my face and started asking questions, and I looked like an idiot. You couldn't wait 3 days? You couldn't have a conversation like an adult? I deleted it. Deleted all of them, without listening. Sent one text back. "You asked for space. I'm giving it to you. Permanently." Her response was immediate. "That's not what I meant, and you know it." Me. "Then what did you mean?" Three dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Disappeared. No response came. Update 1. I got back to Seattle Friday evening. Jessica had texted 14 more times throughout the day. The messages evolved from anger to desperation to blame to guilt tripping. I just needed a few days to clear my head. You're throwing away 2 years over nothing. I can't believe you're this cold. Fine. If this is what you want, then fuck you. Then 2 hours later, I didn't mean that, I'm just hurt. I didn't respond to any of it. Saturday morning, I went to the gym. When I got back, my friend Trevor had texted me, "Dude, Jessica is posting some wild shit on Instagram. You good?" I didn't have Instagram, deleted it 6 months prior because it was a time suck, but I logged into Trevor's account on his phone when we met up for coffee. Jessica's story was a series of posts, vague quotes about betrayal, a photo of her crying with the caption, "When you realize someone never really loved you," a boomerang of her drinking wine with the caption, "Healing Era." The comments were exactly what you'd expect, her friends rallying around her. "You deserve better, Queen. His loss? We never liked him anyway." Trevor watched me scroll through it. "You want to tell me what actually happened?" I showed him the, "I think we need some space" text. His eyebrows went up. "She sent that while you were working? And now she's playing victim?" Apparently, I was supposed to know she didn't actually mean it. That's insane, man. "Yeah." We sat there for a minute. Then Trevor said, "You know Megan's dating that bartender from Needle and Thread, right? The one Jessica said was gross and pushy?" "What's your point?" "My point is Megan's been single for like 3 months and has been hitting the party scene hard, and Jessica's been going with her. A lot." Something clicked. "You think she was keeping options open?" Trevor shrugged. "I think when someone asks for space while you're out of town, they're usually trying to see if the grass is greener." Sunday, I changed my Netflix password, my Hulu password, my HBO Max password, all the streaming services she'd been using on my accounts. Petty? Maybe? Satisfying? Absolutely. Monday morning, she texted, "Did you seriously change all the passwords?" Me. "You wanted space. That includes my streaming services." Her. "You're being ridiculous." Me. "I'm being single. That's what you wanted." Her. "I never said I wanted to break up." Me. "You said you needed space. I gave it to you. If you wanted something else, you should have been clear." Her. "We need to talk in person." Me. "No, we don't." Her. "Ryan, please." I made a mistake. I was confused. Megan was in my ear about needing independence and not being tied down in my 20s, and I just got overwhelmed. There it was. Megan. The friend who'd been a constant presence for months. The friend whose opinions suddenly mattered more than ours. Me. "Sounds like you should go be independent then." Her. "Stop being such an asshole." I didn't respond. Muted the conversation. Update 2. Tuesday evening, I got a call from an unknown number. Answered it on instinct. Sometimes clients call from blocked numbers. "Ryan?" "It's Megan." I almost hung up. "Jessica is a mess," she continued. "She's been crying for days. You really hurt her." "Interesting," I said, "because she's the one who asked for space. She didn't mean break up. She just meant like a few days apart. You completely overreacted. Did she send you to call me?" Silence. Then, "She misses you. She loves you. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Let me ask you something, Megan. Were you encouraging her to take a break from me?" More silence. "That's what I thought." "You know what I think? I think you've been in her ear for months about how she needs to be free and single and live her best life, and the second I actually let her go, you both realized she doesn't actually want to be single. She just wanted the option." "That's not... Thanks for the call." I hung up. Wednesday, Jessica showed up at my apartment. I was working from home on a video call with a client when my doorbell rang repeatedly. I muted myself, checked the Ring camera. It was her. I ignored it. She rang 7 more times. Then she started texting. "I know you're home. Your car is here. Just give me 5 minutes, please." I finished my call, walked to the door, didn't open it, spoke through it. "Jessica, you need to leave." "Ryan, please, let me explain. You asked for space. I gave it to you. There's nothing to explain." "I didn't want to break up." Her voice cracked. "I just needed a few days to think, and you immediately updated Facebook and humiliated me. You sent a vague text while I was working. You didn't call. You didn't explain. You just said you needed space. What was I supposed to think? You were supposed to ask what I meant." "Or," I said, "you could have said what you actually meant instead of playing games." "I wasn't playing games." "Then what were you doing, Jessica? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you wanted to see what else was out there while keeping me as a backup plan. And the second I didn't wait around, you panicked." Silence. Then quietly, "That's not fair." "You're right. What's not fair is asking someone for space when they're out of town trying to work. What's not fair is making me look like the bad guy because I took you at your word." I was confused. Megan kept saying, "I don't care what Megan said. You're a grown woman. You made a choice. You asked for space. I gave it to you." I could hear her crying on the other side of the door. "Ryan, I love you. If you loved me, you wouldn't have sent that text. Please don't do this. You already did it. I just accepted it." She stayed outside my door for another 10 minutes. Eventually, she left. Update 3. The next 2 weeks were brutal. Jessica oscillated between begging and anger. She'd send long paragraphs about how much she missed me, then follow up hours later calling me heartless and cruel. She enlisted mutual friends to reach out. My buddy Jason texted, "Hey man, I know it's not my business, but Jessica seems really torn up. You sure you don't want to at least hear her out?" I explained the situation. He stopped asking. Her friend Lauren unfriended me on Facebook and posted a vague status about men who throw away relationships over miscommunication. I didn't engage. Megan apparently distanced herself from Jessica after everything blew up. According to Trevor, who heard it from someone who heard it from someone else, Megan felt guilty and stopped returning Jessica's calls. Jessica's Instagram stories became less frequent. The healing era content stopped. She deleted the crying photo. 3 weeks after the initial text, she sent one final message. "I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted." I didn't respond, but I thought about it. Did I get what I wanted? Number. What I wanted was a partner who communicated clearly, who didn't play games, who didn't ask for space when what she really wanted was validation. What I got was confirmation that I dodged a bullet. Final update. It's been 2 months now. Jessica untagged herself from all our photos on social media, changed her profile picture to one that I'd taken of her on a trip to Portland. The irony wasn't lost on me. I heard through Trevor that she's dating someone new, some guy she met at one of Megan's parties. They've been together for 3 weeks, and she's already posting couple photos. The whole thing feels performative, like she's trying to prove something. I've been on a few dates, nothing serious yet. I'm not in a rush. I've been focusing on work, hitting the gym more, actually reading the books that have been sitting on my shelf for months. Sometimes late at night, I wonder if I overreacted. If I should have asked what she meant instead of just accepting the space request at face value. But then I remember that healthy relationships don't require mind reading. They require clear communication. And she failed that test. The weirdest part? I don't miss her as much as I thought I would. I miss the idea of her, the version from the first year when things were easy. But the person she became in those final months, distant, influenced by friends who didn't have her best interests at heart, playing games with my emotions, I don't miss that person at all. My career is going well. I got promoted last month, partly thanks to that Denver project. I'm planning a solo trip to Japan in the spring. My apartment is quiet, but it's peaceful. I learned something important. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And when they ask for space, give it to them. All of it. Edit 1. For everyone asking if she ever admitted she was seeing someone else while asking for space, no, she never did. But I also never asked. It doesn't really matter at this point. Edit 2. Yes, I blocked her on everything eventually, about a month in. It was just easier than constantly seeing the notifications. Edit 3. Megan and Jessica apparently aren't friends anymore. According to the rumor mill, Jessica blames her for everything. Can't say I feel bad about that.